So we got a bit of a drive this morning. We are headed out probably 15-20 miles southeast of Mitchell, Oregon, which is way off on the other side of the Ochoco's, to go get a Chevy truck that slid off the road in the snow and is stuck hanging over the bank, about to slide into a tree. So we're gonna head out there with the track Jeep, see if we can get hooked onto him and get him pulled out of there. Alright, we're here with Zach. Zach got stuck yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday just slid off the side of the road, right close to a tree.
Yeah,
so we're gonna try to pull it up without going into the tree. We got the track Jeep unloaded. We're leaving the truck and trailer here because it gets kind of icy right here and we don't know how bad it is. So I could turn around here if I have to. So ready to get going?
Ready to go.
Let's go. Check it out. Well, that's over farther than it looked in the picture.
Yeah, it's over pretty far.
It's a good one. We don't want to slide down into those trees. We have some up here, so. Oh man, you got the winch bumper, but no winch.
No winch, yeah.
Maybe that's your next investment.
I think it just might be.
All right, nice little creek here.
Yeah, there is.
I kind of think we might be best to grab your back end,
yeah,
and pull your back end around up onto the road.
Mm-hmm.
Snatch blocked off one of these trees maybe.
Sure.
And once it's up there, then we can grab your front, and with you turned that way, we can walk your front back up on.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking so far.
Yeah, I came up this way and I realized there's a big uphill turn there and I realized I wasn't going to make it. So I came back and down through here. I must have just gotten out of my old tracks enough to slide right off.
I think I found two trees that are hopefully good enough. So we're going to use the Matt's off-road recovery rope as a bridle. We'll snatch block off of it, come off the winch to the back of the truck, and see what that does. Okay. Now we'll run this up there. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
Let's see those. Oh, it's heavy door.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you gotta change your oil soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Felt pretty steep when I slid off.
There's a ledge right here.
Yeah. Oh, there's two.
Let me go check that winch cable.
Yeah.
When you're pulling at an angle, it's good to let off and kind of re-spool it back to the center after a while because it all bunches up onto one side. The booster pack hooked to that battery's not the greatest for winching, so it won't hurt to have some extra power.
Ta-da! And just
back on the road.
Yep, just like that.
One pull, I thought I was gonna have to re-rig and do two, but that actually worked out better than I thought for once. That's the Badlands Apex winch, and it single lined it. That was impressive. And then Yankum rope.
Yeah.
Using that Yankum rope with the winch, you notice like I could pull where there was a bunch of stretch on the rope, and then as I started to back up, it just kept on pulling whether I was actually winching or not. Then I could let off and give the winch a break, but I still got pull. Works out really well. If you'd like your own Yankum rope, there's a link in the description down below. I highly recommend it.
And you're just trying to spool it into like an even spool, right? That lays nicely right next to each other?
Yeah, when you're pulling at an angle, it all bunches up to one side. So I like to stop like halfway through and unspool it and then do it even again and then start your pull again. Because when it bunches up to one side, one, it can get bigger than the diameter of the drum. Two, the more layers you have on the spool, the weaker your winch is.
Oh, because it's like a bigger gear.
It's a bigger gear.
Yeah.
I think it's every layer is about 10% reduction in pull. So it's 12,000 pound winch. If you've got 5 wraps on it and you got, you know, a bunch on there,
yeah,
you're really only a 6,000 pound winch.
Huh.
That 12,000 pounds is only on the bottom.
Yeah, the very
that's
first
how all
wrap.
winches are rated, not just these ones. So like a rough is 10% for every layer. So that's another reason, like, you gotta pull really hard.
Yeah.
Back up so that you're down
get
towards
all
the
your
bottom
winch
couple
rope
layers.
out.
Yeah, and your winch will be stronger than if
Okay.
you're up super close to something. And I do need to set this up as a dual battery for winching hard like that. But I'm super cheap, so just hook the booster pack to it when you're winching. You got 2 batteries.
It worked just fine.
It works. Okay, now I am backing out. Zach is driving out. It actually went really, really well. Better than I expected. So even though I used a snatch block in that rigging, that did not double up my pulling power. All that did was change the direction of pull to get the angle of pull I wanted on the back of that truck. If I would have doubled that snatch block back to itself, back to the truck, something like that, that would have doubled my pulling power and gave me the mechanical advantage of the pulley. The way I had that, it was still just a single line pull on that winch, which did awesome. And using the kinetic rope in conjunction with the winch, geez, look how just beautiful this whole valley is up here. We're going through a private cattle ranch now. This is an easement road that gets back to the east side of the Ochoco National Forest, but this is all a big private cattle ranch we're driving through. Anyway, back to the kinetic rope thing. Using the kinetic rope with the winch is a good way to keep a steady, even pull on the line itself as you're letting on and off the winch. So I was able to winch, let off, winch, let off, winch, let off. Because that rope is stretched and tight, it is keeping a pull the whole time on the vehicle. Kind of like, it's like a bagpipe player. They blow up that bag, and then they're constantly just keeping a steady, even pressure on it to play their tune while they blow, breathe, blow to refill the bag. And that's a really weird and rough comparison, but it's basically the same idea. What you do have to be very careful of is now you're adding stored energy into that whole rigging system. So yes, I use synthetic line. It's much safer than steel cable because it doesn't snap back. But once you load up a kinetic rope and hook to it, if something fails, it absolutely will snap back. So really you should be staying clear anyway, so just stay clear and be smart about it. Think about what you're doing. Anyway, back to the view. All right, we got back, got the Jeep on the trailer. If you notice, we're in a completely different spot than where I unloaded, because when we drove up the hill, just up above where I stopped is this big area, nice and easy to turn around. By the time we went out there and back, the snow had gotten soft enough on the road that I felt comfortable bringing the trailer up it, and more importantly, bringing it back down without on the back. And yes, these are my daughter's sunglasses. It is ridiculously bright, as you can see. It's hurting my eyes, so these are the only ones in my truck. Either way, I think everything is due for a bath when I get back home. That job went really good. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you on the next one.